It's time for Ryan's Roses. Amber, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Well, we're fine. We're very curious to know a little bit more about this foot tapping incident that happened the other night when you were just at dinner with another couple, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were out with another couple. They're not married, but they're engaged. And my husband actually introduced them because they all go to the same gym. And yeah, when we were at dinner, the other girl kept tapping my leg, kind of tapping, rubbing with her foot.
And you thought maybe she meant to do that to your husband.
I am 100% sure she thought it was my husband.
Hold for Amber, hold for 1 second. That is coming up. We're getting to that. We are about to make the Ryan's Roses call. Now, we just can organize and get this email. We spoke to Amber a second ago. Here's her email. She says, Dear Ryan and Sisney, we went to dinner with some friends. It was another couple. They're not married. They're engaged. We were at dinner. The other girl kept tapping my leg with her foot at certain points of the conversation. I did not say anything. I'm 100% convinced she thought she was tapping my husband's leg. It kept happening, and it wasn't accidental. It was one of those flirty things. Looking back, I noticed my husband was giving her a lot of attention. I'm curious, why didn't you want to say anything when she was tapping your foot right then and there? Because that, to me, would be like, wait, it would be a weird moment.
I was stunned, and I started like putting the pieces together, and then I thought that like my husband was giving her a lot of attention, and I was like, okay, let me just see what happens. Let me just see where this goes, because then it made me feel like I'm sure about this.
And you said that your husband introduced you to this couple so he would know her before you?
Yes, that's right. He introduced them and then introduced me to them.
So there's more history with him. And so did he know this other woman before she was engaged to this new guy?
Yes, he did.
I'm just getting a little snapshot of history. So her husband and this woman had a history before Amber, his wife, and the woman's fiance. Mm-hmm. So that's why there could be something going on. Now, you notice him giving her extra attention?
Yeah. I mean, then when I started to think like maybe she thinks that she's tapping his leg, and then I'm like looking at the way he's smiling at her, and I just started putting this together, and I am sure something's going on.
What's her name?
Her name is Sarah.
We're coming back. We're calling your husband next. Amber's on the phone. We're about to call her husband and offer him some roses. She went to dinner with this other couple. Her husband knows the other woman who is now engaged. But follow me on this. The other woman was tapping Amber's foot in a flirty way. Amber's convinced the other woman thought it was her husband's foot and thinks there's something going on with her husband and this other woman who was sitting at the dinner with her fiance. Ugh. Amber, we are going to call your husband and offer him roses. The other woman's name is Sarah. Let's find out who he wants to send roses to and also what he puts on the card. That's going to be crucial. So we'll all stay quiet till we find out what he puts on the card, okay?
Okay.
I need you to say, you're welcome. Ryan, you have my permission to call, whatever your husband's name is, on Kiss FM.
Ryan, you have my permission to call my husband on Kiss FM.
Okay, good luck. Here we go, sis.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi, I'm looking for Will.
Right here.
Hi, Will. My name is Chelsea. I'm calling from Flowers on Colorado. How are you doing this morning?
Fine. Thanks.
Hi. Well, we're brand new in Pasadena, and we're celebrating our grand opening. We're a flower shop, and so we're giving away a free dozen red roses today, and you've been selected to receive them or technically send them to anybody that you'd like.
Oh, okay. And then I get like billed every month after?
No, it's not like a subscription or anything. We're just basically trying to promote our new flower shop, and hopefully if whoever gets them likes them, you just refer us to friends and family. I don't need any credit card info, billing info, anything like that. Just the name of the person you want to send them to.
So it's like free. It's like not even like shipping. Okay.
Totally free.
Yeah, I'm trying to think about how to do this.
Is there anybody special that you'd want to send them to?
Yeah, definitely. I just, sorry, it's a little complicated. Thinking of how it would go directly to them, or
Yeah, we can deliver it to residential, business, if they're at work, doesn't matter.
be at work. Sorry, I'm just like mulling over how I'm trying to pull this off.
We can start with the name. Do you want to start with the name of the person you want to send it to? Then we can write a note. We can figure out
you have to have the name, I assume, right? Yeah, you have to know who you're sending.
Yeah, because we have to deliver them to...
Yeah. Her name's Sarah. So
Sarah. Okay.
Maybe you don't need her last name then, right?
No, Sarah's fine. Is it with an H?
Yeah, Sarah.
Okay. Cute. Okay. What would you like to put on the note?
It can just be real short, right? It's just gonna.
It can be short. It can be long. Whatever you want.
Thinking of you.
Thinking of you.
Love
Cute.
Will.
Love Will. Awesome.
How are you doing, Will?
Will, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio. Everything that you're saying is being heard on the radio. You just sent flowers to your friend Sarah, who's engaged to another man, not your wife.
Will?
What's going on?
Will? What the hell?
Amber.
Oh, my God. Amber, what? You should have been sending them to me. What is going on? You trying to break up two relationships, not just ours?
Am I on the radio?
Yes.
Will, you are being broadcast on the radio. You need to understand that. You just sent flowers saying, Sarah, thinking of you, love Will. Are you cheating on your wife, Amber?
I'm
obviously.
It's not really something I would want to be talking about on the...
No, I understand that. No
okay.
one would want to. Why are you are you cheating on your wife?
Sir, I would really just rather discuss this with my wife right now. I don't
think there's anything to discuss. You're sending flowers to this woman. You're cheating on me.
Can I talk to you maybe somewhere else and not through a radio station, please?
I don't even want to talk to you. I knew this was happening.
I'm like at a lot.
Will.
Seriously, Will?
Yeah.
Will.
Yeah.
How long has this been going on?
Yeah, how long?
I'm not. It's not
Now
long.
I'm just trying to touch your foot under the table.
Not long, Will? How long is not long, Will, have you been seeing Sarah?
I'm sorry. This is like very hard to just suddenly like.
Oh,
it's hard for you?
I'm not. But I am saying it is a little difficult to go from where I suddenly be talking about this and I'm on the radio.
We've been married for a year. You know what that means?
You can understand my resistance to talking about this.
I don't really care if you're uncomfortable.
That's fair.
Okay, Will, you're cheating on your wife. Are you in love with your wife? Are you in love with Sarah? What's going on?
Yeah, no, it's just it just got out of hand. I don't.
Oh, it just happened. It
my
just
wife
happened when you guys were working out together.
Is that when it happened, Will?
Yeah.
Oh my God! So every time you've been going to the gym, hanging out with her, like why even introduce them? Why even go to all the trouble? Now you're ruining both relationships. I'm going to tell him right now. I'm going to call up Rick and tell him now.
Can we just talk for not on the radio for just
everything's
put
out
the
of
brakes on this
now.
for a second? I'm not gonna be anything but honest with you. But before we go around talking to
I have
everybody,
no reason to not tell Rick right now.
Well, it's on the radio.
What would be the reason?
So
you know how awful this is?
So, Amber, we're going to let you go and make that call. Will, we are going to let you get off the air.
Okay.
Amber, I think you have all the information you need. I'm sorry that you have this information, but you know what's now going on.
Yes.
Will, you've got some explaining to do. All right, I'm going to put you both off the air. Why would he introduce the couple to his wife if he's hooking up with her?
He's delusional. He's just lost his mind at that point. He's thinking, keep your enemies closer type of situation, you know?
And he says it got way out of hand?
Yeah. Remember at the beginning, he was like, it's complicated. He couldn't even figure out who to send the flowers to.
Yeah, he was all wishy on that, which is the first time there's a problem.
Yeah.
And then he says, Sarah, thinking of you, love Will.
Love Will.
It's time, as a public service, for Ryan's Roses. Says, Dear Ryan and Sissany, I've been suspecting that my wife has been cheating on me with my brother. I found out about some meetups they had together. They used to date before we got married. They dated for a very short time and it wasn't serious. But now I think they are seeing each other behind my back. Ben in San Pedro. Hey, Ben.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, it's going okay. I mean, this sounds horrible. And then I found out a little more information. Is it fact that your current wife used to date your brother?
Well, yeah, I mean, it was not like they were, dated for years and years. I'm pretty sure it was no longer than like 2 months. And then I didn't start dating her until, I think it was like 2 years after they had stopped seeing each other. So it wasn't anything like romantic musical chairs,
Right, but in some worlds, your brother's exes are off limits. Is that not the case in your world?
I think if he had a problem with it way back then, he would have said something.
But did you say something to him?
Yeah, did you guys
when
ever have that conversation?
I mean, I've never asked him for permission, but
well, that's the problem.
Well, I don't think it's a problem. When I started dating her, I said, hey.
No. But I mean, Ben, this is just my 2 cents. My opinion would be you throw out a, hey, bro, you're cool with this, right? Before it gets serious. And then he has the opportunity to say, no, man, it kind of it doesn't make me feel great. As opposed to going through all of it, waiting for him to speak up, you marrying her, and now we could have a real problem.
Well, I guess my counter to that would be if he had such a problem with it, why did he break up with her in the first place,
I hear you. I hear you. Just trying to throw it all out there. So why don't we put you on hold? Let's just call your brother and find out if he sends the roses to your wife. That's the easiest way to do this.
Yeah, thanks for the help.
Okay, that's what we're here for. Next, Ben thinks his wife is cheating with his real brother. Now, his brother used to date his wife before Ben married her. So what, in my mind, what should happen is, okay, brother dating girl, break up. Ben likes brother's ex. Ben's like, hey, bro, you mind if I start seeing your ex from however long ago? You cool with that, right? And at that point, you cross all these bridges. Now, if his brother held a grudge, maybe he did do something with his wife. It's not right.
No.
But you could see where it would come from.
There's obviously still a connection there.
If it's happening. Ben?
Yeah.
How long have you been married?
About 2 years, just a little over 2 years.
All right, we're going to call your brother and find out if he sends the roses to your wife or someone else. What's your wife's name?
Erica.
Okay.
Do you have any kids?
No kids.
I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Yeah, Ryan, you have my permission to call my brother on Kiss FM.
We're going to call him right now. Be very quiet, because Sisney's going to try and find out who he sends these roses to, and then what he writes on the card as well. Okay, Ben?
Yep.
Here we go. Good luck.
Hello.
Hi, can I speak to Will?
This is Will.
Hi, Will. My name is Hannah. I'm calling from Blossoms on 7th. We're a new flower shop here in San Pedro. How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm good. So we're actually on the corner of Pacific and 7th, and I'm calling because we're celebrating our grand opening, and we're giving away a dozen red roses.
Really?
Yeah, so you have been selected today to receive them. Actually, well, technically, you can give them to anybody that you'd like. We just need the name of the person that you want to send them to. We can put a note on the card, and they can receive the flowers by lunchtime today.
Really? And it doesn't cost me anything? You don't need a credit card or anything?
No, they're absolutely free. No credit card info, billing address, or anything like that. We just hope that, whoever gets the flowers refers us to friends and family.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah, all right.
Okay, so who would you like to send them to?
I want to send them to Erica with a K.
With a K. Okay, cool. And who's Erica? Is that like your girlfriend?
Yeah, just someone I know.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you want to put on the card?
Just put for you, for everything.
For you, for everything.
Will, I need you to know your voice is being broadcast on the radio right now, and I have your brother Ben, who tells me he's married to Erica. What's going on, Will?
What?
Yeah, Will, how can
Wait,
you do this?
hello?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, it's Ben. It's your brother. Where do you get off doing this, man?
What? Look, it's not what you think. It's not what it seems, man. You're my brother.
What is it then? You're my brother.
Look, I don't want to talk about this right now. Let's get together and talk about it, man.
I can't get together because I'm out of town, but I'm guessing you know that.
Well, I don't want to talk about this on the radio, man. Let's just get together when you get back or something. It's not. I swear, it's not what it seems, man. It's not.
Listen, you're my brother, and if you're my brother, we should get together and discuss you, my wife.
What? It's not. No, it's not.
Will, if it's not what it seems, then what is it?
It's just she's been helping me with some stuff. My own personal life going on. And I just want to thank her.
You just said for you, for everything. That doesn't sound like a pat on the back, attaboy.
Well, look, you guys weren't there when we were talking. You guys don't know. This is family. It's not what it looks like.
Will.
Yeah.
Ben has every right to assume that you are sleeping with his wife. This doesn't add up at all. Now, you used to date his wife. Were you fine that Ben married her?
Well, yeah. She and I weren't that serious. We were only together a couple months.
I don't even know what to say, Ben. Yeah. If I'm you right now, I don't even know what to say. I can't. I don't know. I don't believe you at all. Ben, I think you're right.
I just want to talk to my brother off the air.
I'm going to put you guys on hold. Hold on for 1 second. Actually, let them go. Let them both go. Will said to Erica, who's Ben's wife, for you, for everything. Mm-hmm. And then it's not what it seems. Well, it doesn't matter. It seems bad no matter what.
And I asked him if it's like his girlfriend, and he said, yeah, at first. And then he kind of was just like, oh, she's just someone I know.
Someone I know. Now it is a public service. It's time for Ryan's Roses. The email that we got says, Dear Ryan and Sissany, my husband went out for drinks with his friends. He took an Uber and he got home really late. I don't know why, but I felt this urge to check his Uber app, and the drop-off was where he said he went. But when the return trip home was from a completely different place, I started getting worried. It was a residential neighborhood. It looks like he ended up at someone else's house before coming home. Ooh. So he's been tracked by Uber. So he was picked up, gone somewhere else, then came home. And she wants to know, where was the pit stop? Krista, we read your email. Thanks for coming on. We are curious. Do you have any ideas, any guesses as to where he stopped in this neighborhood?
No, I have no idea.
Could he have dropped someone off, a buddy?
No, I mean, he took Ubers. So he took an Uber to the bar, and so I don't understand how this Uber ended up in a residential area, bringing him back home.
Okay. How long have you been together?
2 years.
Do you have kids?
We have one kid.
So he went out, he came back, but along the way he stopped somewhere. Is that the gist?
Yeah, he went out and then he came back from a different place.
So he somehow got to that house, not in his Uber. Maybe someone else paid for the Uber.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just really concerned right now. I feel like maybe he went home with someone from the bar,
and then got out. Okay, all right. When he came home, what did he say to you?
Well, he got home super late, which was kind of weird because usually he doesn't stay out quite that late. But it was like 2:30 or something when he came home, and I mean, he didn't say anything. I was just kind of like, "Wow, you're home so late." And it wasn't until the next day when I checked the Uber app that I was like, "Oh, where did he come home from?"
Okay. Well, I have enough. We're going to call him in a sec. Hang on. About to make this call to Krista's husband. So he went out in an Uber, went to this place, drinks. Then he came home. But when she looked at the Uber receipt, he came home from a different place. He didn't like Uber to the bar to the home. He Ubered to the bar, got to another home, and then came from a different address home. She thinks he had a pit stop with a woman, maybe. That's really what this is about. So let's find out. Krista, I need you to say, Ryan, you have my permission to call, and then whatever his name is on Kiss FM.
Okay, Ryan, you have permission to call on Kiss FM.
We're going to call him. Sisney's going to offer him some roses. I want you to stay very quiet until we come in on the air, but she is going to find out who is top of mind, who he wants to send them to, and then we want to hear what he says on the card. So let's all stay quiet until we hear what he writes on the card. Very important. All right, Krista?
Yes.
Okay, good luck. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Mark?
Yeah, this is me.
Hi, this is Andrea. I'm calling from the Fancy Florist. We're a new flower shop here in Brea. How you doing this morning?
Oh, I'm good. Yeah, how are you?
I'm good. So we're celebrating our grand opening. We're right by the mall across the street from the Cheesecake Factory. You know where that is?
Yeah, of course.
So we're celebrating by giving away a free dozen red roses that you can actually send to anybody that you'd like today. They're absolutely free. Before you hang up on me, I don't need any credit card info or billing info. We just hope that you refer us to friends and family.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Fancy Florist, you said?
The Fancy Florist, yeah.
Wow, thanks so much, yeah.
Okay, so who would you like to send these to? I just need the name.
Oh, yeah. Please send them to Krista.
Krista. Okay, what would you like to put on the card?
You can just write "love you."
Love you. Oh, cute. Who's Krista?
That's my wife.
That's your wife. That's cute. Okay, love you. And then
Hi, Mark. Hey,
Yes.
it's Ryan Seacrest. Your voice is being broadcast on the radio. I need you to know that. Thank you for not hanging up for a second. We have your wife, Krista, on the line.
Hey, Mark.
Oh, hi. Hey, honey.
And Krista
What's going on?
wanted us to call you because she honestly is concerned that maybe something. So the other night you went out in an Uber and went to some bar and had some drinks, and then you came home, but you came home from not the bar. You came home from another residential location on the Uber receipt. Krista told us all this. Can you explain that to her?
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry I hadn't told you that, honey. As you know, like we were heading to Buffalo Wild Wings. We went there, and everybody from work was there. And Becky was there. My boss was there, and she drank them. I think she just had like a terrible week. She drank the most out of all of us, and we didn't want her driving, of course, but she had driven there. She had her car there. So, me and Carlos, we decided we would drive her car to her house and just drop it off. We didn't go inside or anything. If that's what you were worried about, and I just took the Uber home from there. I had only had like 2 drinks. Don't worry, I was safe.
Why didn't you just call her an Uber?
Oh, I mean, I think we were doing her a favor, It's like I didn't want her car to be left there, her to be inconvenienced, and I felt good enough to drive. So we had all taken an Uber there, I'm sorry.
Do you not believe him, Krista?
I don't know. It's just like a little bit weird. Like, I'm just a little bit uncomfortable with the fact, like, first of all, why is your boss such a lush? And And why, I don't know, I just, it seems like she's not very responsible at all, like just driving to a bar and getting wasted and then expecting you. Like, did she want you to drive her home? Did she ask you specifically? Like, what was the deal?
I totally understand that. I definitely think she's an irresponsible person. Sorry to have said that on the radio. But for me, you know, like you know me, I'm a caretaker. I always want to take care of people. She didn't, I will be honest, she didn't ask me to. I offered, again, because I felt like I was safe to drive.
Christy, do you know the address that's on the Uber receipt?
Yeah, it's
All right, hold on. Mark, what's your boss's address?
Oh, I don't know. She had given it to me.
Okay, well, maybe, Christy, you can check that work off the air and see if it all matches up. But
absolutely.
We're going to, Mark, thank you for talking with us. Krista, thank you for reaching out to us. We're going to leave it to you guys to sort out, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye. Well, that's legit.
You believe him?
100%. He's legit. There's no doubt. I love what he did.
I don't love that he didn't just tell his wife in the morning, though.
Well, what's there to tell?
I don't know.
He's
say, like, I mean, Michael and I tell each other everything, even just the story alone. Like, oh my gosh, you won't believe how drunk so and so got last night. I had to drive them home. Blah blah blah.
But sometimes guys don't like to talk. Like they're not talkers. They're just doers. Just doers, not talkers. Just do. Not talkers.
You, not a talker.
I didn't say me. I said some guys.
Yeah.